Hey everyone, it is LaDonna with Happy-go-Lowery's Creations, and I am still trying to clean my desk up. I have so much stuff all over, y'all. I did so much cleaning today, but not in my craft area. I was busy doing stuff elsewhere, so I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. My Packers lost. And my Packer shirt on, but I was doing I was getting Jason some hot chocolate, and I was washing out his cup, and I was like, wait, all of a sudden, like all up and down my sleeve, I was like, okay, I cannot go live with this big wet spot. We are going to do one of the snowflakes cutout patterns. We have the little snowflake pattern. So we have a snowflake cutout pattern, snowflake pattern, and this one is a snowflake melody pattern. Oh, let me just tell you, that's a lot of stuff here. So let me go in here and put this in here. Of snowflakes, because you know it's still winter, y'all. Winter just barely started, so that is what we are going to do. So do you guys start decorating Valentine's straight away, or do you wait a while? We should do this first. Hang on. I'm trying to write this post. And three winter / snowman. So then I can go share this out to everyone. Hey, Parker, ever it's single? So I am going to just quickly send this out to everyone, and then we can get on with this. I know some people will be watching the game. I normally would, but I watched football earlier and I really wanted to show this, so that is what we are going to do. That is what we are going to do. So let me just quick share this out to, God darn it. My one son does not want to see me going live. He always yells, "Mom, you're too loud." So I wanted to just make sure that some people got on there. Hey, Donna, how are you? That kind of preppy girl. You're that kind of preppy girl. You're that kind of preppy girl. Hey, Judy, how are you? So you guys from YouTube, for some reason, the font that comes across for YouTube is so much smaller than the font for my Facebook that it is really hard to read. Hey, Tammy. My day's been going okay. I was up during the night again with my son. So, yeah. So, oh, for frick's sakes. Sorry. That is my son's blood sugar sensor going off saying, oh, he's got high blood sugar, which we already knew. So I want to show you, this is how this turned out. I outlined it, the letters a little bit, so I think you can see it better. So on the flip side of this, we are going to do, hey Cindy, yeah, like, I don't know, when he was in a lot of pain from his TMJ, then his blood sugar went high, then his blood sugar sensor fell off after his shower today. It's just been one of those days. And then I'm trying to take some Christmas down. So I want to show you, I'm putting the cover back on here. I know. A lot of times, like it's 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, that he'll need me, and then I try and go back to sleep for a while. Now see, by having this cover on here, I can take this off and smooth this down. So because I want you to know I still have my Green Bay earrings on, and my little Green Bay shoes, look at these, even got a little fuzz on them, little fur. But like I was saying, I was getting Jason some hot chocolate, and the water decided to spray me and my whole arm here, so I couldn't come on with big wets on here. So now I'm going to pay attention to how the print is on here and flip it over. Yeah, they were Christmas presents from my sister Kim. And I think if I lived with my ex, I think my ex would try and steal them. No, he doesn't use cinnamon. He has 2 different types of insulin that he can use. And he also has Victoza. But unfortunately, they've been out of the Victoza for quite a while. So, well, you can tell this is an older transfer by the color. Yeah, he would. I think he would steal them. They would just become his, because after he wore them with his feet, and he doesn't like to, at least he didn't. He didn't, like, he would break down the back and just slide them on. He would, like, put his food, his foot down, fingers down in there, and pull the back heel up. No, he would just slam his foot in there, and if the back didn't come up over it, it'd be like, too bad, so sad. So, yeah. So we could do snow, just snow in the middle, too. I don't know if these are the right size. He does have small feet, though, for a guy, so he would probably make them work. I'm just saying. Yeah, they do not have Jason on metformin because metformin is bad for his kidneys. So he is not using that. So now we have a lot of different snowflakes from before. So we're going to add some of these in with it. And then if we want, we can also use some of these little ones. When he was using when he had the Victosan, it bottomed his sugar out quite a bit. So we had to change how he was using it. So we're going to put a few on these first, and then we'll go back and see where we need to add some of the bigger ones. Some of these are fancy snowflakes. I was just going to say a snowflake fancy like me, but nowadays you got to be careful with everything you say. So these snowflakes I used quite a bit, so I can tell you they don't have as much stick on them. So if you need to, you can add a little bit of that pixie spray. But I'm going to show you another way to get around that as well, if you have older ones. Now, you guys, we're going to use, we're going to use some of this purple. I just think this purple is beautiful. And we're going to mix it with, not glow in the dark, with a little of the white. Is this my mom? So we're just going to stir this up. Now, if you're worried about your shirt, put your apron on. I hopefully will be fine without it. You never know. I might be like, I wish I would have put it on. Oh my God, look how pretty this is. Yeah, I'm like just loving. Oh, look how dreamy, creamy this one is. We really don't need that much though. So we're going to take a little bit and we're going to mix some of this because I want it to look like kind of icy. One. I was hoping by wearing my new Packer slippers that the Packers would have won today, but honestly, going in with, don't you do that, Donna Jean. Honestly, when I saw that we were playing them last week, I'm like, oh, Lord, not the Vikings. Because the Vikings, unfortunately, have been doing really, really good. So I'm going to take a little bit of white with this, and I'm going to just mix this all together as I do it right here. Oh, somebody wants me to turn the... Let me see if I can stretch. Turn this so that you guys can see more of actually what I'm doing instead of me. Oh, I just did what I tell you guys always not to do. Don't go doing one direction and then flip in the middle of doing it. But see, I don't know where my ex lives. Well, I know the vicinity, but I don't know his address. So even if I wanted to be nice and send him some of these slippers, I can't. He makes sure that I don't know. I think he's afraid that I might come into town sometime and look him up. Josh. My ex and I are actually really good friends. We just can't be married to each other because we want to kill each other. but we can be good friends. So that's always nice, right? If we don't beat the Bears next week, then I'm going to go to where the Packers are practicing and be like, okay, boys, what the hell? You can't beat those Bears? So remember, you're just going to take that to your kitchen sink. Now look at that. Can you guys see that little bit of the purple and white kind of mixed together? That's the look that I'm looking for. Now I want you to see how this one is lifting up. So we're going to take a little bit of the white. We're going to put this right in the middle. And then we're going to take a little bit of that lighter color, and I'm going to put it right smack into the purple or the white, and I'm going to pull it out. And I'm just going to hold the transfer. So you want to start from the middle and work out when your transfer does not want to really stick anymore. And it really does help it. So I have the last game on for the day, but it's not one that I really care about because I don't think it affects us at all. But I have been watching quite a bit of football. Jason's always like, really, Mom? More? And I'm like, yes, pretty soon you won't have to worry because there won't be no Packers on. There won't be any football until Super Bowl. And he kind of just rolls his eyes at me. So now look, do you see how you really can't see my fingers through this one? That is how they changed. That is how they changed our transfers. So they made it so it's easier to line them up and see through them. Like I can show you like on this one. Look at the difference. Do you see that? How you can see my thumb through that, but you could not see it through that other one. That is, you don't watch football or basketball or baseball? Oh, yeah, I don't really care for basketball. And I don't really watch baseball either. I watch football and I love to watch fishing. Always liked to watch fishing before my son even got into, really got into fishing and selling his fishing lures and everything. Which he's having a really big sell if you guys know anyone who needs fishing lures. Because right now down by him, the fish are really biting. And see, I don't think about fishing this time of year because up here in Wisconsin, it would be ice fishing and there's no way I'm going out on the ice. And right now, I don't even know if we have any ice that we can be out on because it has been so dang warm. Now this coming weekend, it is supposed to be cold, cold, cold. So now, do you guys take down all Christmas and then you just wait until January or like February to do Valentine's, or do you do winter things? I actually think I want this to say. I think I want this on here that says, say it ain't snow. Now, I thought by just doing the like purple and white, just to make it look like it's like a little chilly snow. See, I don't think I would trust that ice, honestly. I mean, I would be worried about it, like big time worried. So we are going to add a little bit more white up here. Make sure there's nothing on there. And then we're going to try and pull this down. And now because I have so much on here, I'm going to save that because I want to add see, and I took down my one light for outside, and I took my candy canes down just because the light, I didn't want it to freeze and not be able to take it down until like March. There's shanties on the river. Oh, heck no, Carol. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. So I'm trying to blend more of that darker purple in here to give this a almost like an ombre effect. Yeah, where my son is in Missouri, they have open water that they are fishing, and they are catching some pretty big fish right now, especially on his lures. So, but yeah, no, I would not be. My late husband took me ice fishing once, and I was like, nope, no. Because when we started coming back, there was a lot of cracks in the ice, and that just made me like so nervous. Yeah, my son, he came up with a line of fishing lures that he sells. And he has said that they've been really, really hitting them. Cindy, you said your cousin and his son caught a mess of fish out there a few days ago? Yeah, no. I'm sorry, but no. 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 So we're going to go up here. And we're going to take more. Gainesville, Missouri. So he is down near the Arkansas border area. I've never seen his house or land or anything, but Todd, who comes on here all the time, or I'm sorry, Mike, he has seen my son's land. Okay, so now we have the snowflakes. We're going to pull this one off. Hey, LaDonna Kelly. So I don't know if you guys can see a lot of, like, you can see back here, a lot of that came down. So I don't have much back here, but I will show you this. This is a gourmet chocolate lovers carameled apple. This was selling for $8 2 days ago. And today it's $1. It's $1. I will eat a little bit of it every day. I will not eat this all in one day, that's for dang sure. But then my sister got me this, and I want to try and find to see if we still have it. It said, "Love you to the moon and back." We had a transfer like that. I want to see if we still have it so I can put that on there. Because I always tell my granddaughters, "I love you to the moon and back." And they just look at me like, "Whatever, Grandma," you know. Hi, Wanda. Yeah, I like my sweets, but I would not be able to eat that in one sitting. That would be great if like my granddaughters were here and we could like share it that way, but not, that is just too much to sit down in one sitting and eat. So then I will have to make sure that I put like in an airtight container so that the apples don't get icky. The apple doesn't get icky underneath there, but Carol, you have it if I can't find it? Do you know, Carol, would it fit on there, or do you think it's too big? Yeah, and tonight I gotta go make sure I use those $20 designer dollars that they sent us, because they are up tomorrow. And I don't want to waste $20. Sci-Fi Santa? Just making sure I have no ink on my hand. So now, once I'm going to have this flipped on this side until like spring, you know, and then I will have that real pretty side on there too. So this one here is another one that doesn't want to stick as much. So put that little extra bit right in the middle. And then you're just going to scrape this down this way a little bit so that it's where we need it. And then I'm going to pull the colors out together with it. And then just hold it down and you'll be just fine. Pull it up. Oh, look how pretty. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because, you know, sometimes you see a transfer and you think, well, maybe, and you're like, I don't know what it, you know, I would use it for whatever. And my sister was like, you don't have that transfer? And I'm like, no. She's like, really? As much as you always say that? I'm like, oh, man, am I stupid? I should have got that and made things for my granddaughter's rooms. But I was not evidently thinking at the time, so. Warm it after you use it with a disinfectant wipe and the stick should come back. Well, these ones, I used them so much that it's like, whoa. You know, like they're probably close to that time that corporate says that that's when you know, how long they'll hold. And, you know, sometimes I think, you know, we're lucky that we get as many as we do. And I'm quite happy with that. So put that on there. I forget that sometimes that you can use the disinfectant and that will bring it back more too. So, oh, look at all this. She likes it when you make snowflakes for her. I do. I like snowflakes, and I should have used this one, but this one I'm going to, I think, use on my shirt for sure. So, I'm going to show you this. Oh, man. Just put my finger right in it. And, you know, this is the best part about chalk is that you can do this to colors that you like. Now, maybe you wanted just to have them all bright white. You can do that. It's so up to you how you do this. So, turn this around. And then this is what the pillowcase will look like. Look how pretty that is, isn't it? So now if you wanted, you could take this pattern one, and I would wait until this dries a little bit, and then you can go back in here and you can do like little snowflakes here and there. Let me move these. I really need to clean that table again. These dry pretty quickly, but I just want you to know, like, make sure that you do. Now, you could do, you could add some glow in the dark on here. You could. I'm just saying. But this new, what is this purple even called? Oh, perfect purple. I just think it's so pretty. And if you wanted, you could take a little bit of that blue from yesterday, brilliant blue, and you can take a little smidget, because I associate blue with cold as well. Put that over there so I don't make a mess. Look at that little bit I got on there. And you could just do a little, throw a little bit of blue in here with the blue and white. Because you make these, you can make it your own. And I love that fact. Now, I have to be careful where I'm doing this now because I'm adding like filler snowflakes right now. And we can add one here since there's room to do it without moving the transfer right away. Just going to put that right there in the middle. Well, hello, Tammy. How are you, my friend? Tammy, it was so adorable how your daughters ran through the wrapping paper to get into their room. I just thought that was so cute of them running into through the wrapping paper to get through to the living room. That would be a good way to keep your kids, not that Tammy's kids would do it because her kids are sweet and little yet, but when they get older, to keep them from sneaking in down to Christmas earlier. So see, look at that. Just add that little bit, different colors. So this is on the back of this one, so we can have a little bit of spring. And then we're just going to keep adding. And I'm holding this up just so that, oh, Jason. That is my son's blood sugar monitor going off again. But I love this new ink that we have. And to mix it with a little bit of that, the perfect purple and the brilliant blue, I think, to me, in my mind, that is just beautiful. Now we are supposed to actually get snow again and cold weather, which, because we've had rain the last 2 days, almost all of our snow has melted. And the snowmobilers up here, they are not happy. They are not happy. So I'm just going to keep turning this. Tammy, you're not going to believe it. These are press-on Hello Love nails. And because I get a glue from Amazon, I can wear them almost anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. And they cost me $16. And pretty soon they will be available on Spotify. So, yeah, they're changing up how they're doing their stuff. But see, look at just that little bit touch of blue. Look how pretty that touch of blue is in here. Oh, I'm just going to put this down. Well, hi, Donna. How are you? So look at this. Is that just not pretty? Does that not say winter? And then, of course, this is what we did the other night. So this is why I love chalk. You can do your own colors. And look at this is the same purple as this, but I added white to it. The only snow that we really have, even in our parking lot, is the snow where they plowed it and pushed it up. Otherwise, yeah, we don't have any. Well, we're supposed to get snow this weekend. So there we go. There's one project done. I'll watch the time. So now we're going to... Ew, I forgot I need to pull out the mat. I do not like pulling the mat out. So hang on a second. I know that I would screw this up. So I'm just going to just... Yeah, because Carol, aren't you like Mattoon or something like that? Now, my sister up in Pickrell, they had quite a bit of rain too. So they have more mud, she said, than anything. So I'm just trying to just give it a quick shot so that when I take that mat out, that I don't accidentally screw up anything. Woo! This mat is really, really sticky. Well, lemon. Whew. What a struggle I feel like. Okay, so we have it loosened up. We are going to, no, you stay here, stuff. We're going to cheat. And we're going to put the plastic on it. Not all the way, but it will help when removing this. Because then I can curl it a little bit. And there we go. Then I will take my heat tool and I will press this after we're done because y'all don't need to see that. So there we go. And now we are going to line this back up and we're going to put it inside a shirt because we're going to do a shirt. And I should have washed this first, but I didn't. And the reason that you normally wash them is that if there's sizing or something like that on there, they normally recommend always to do it. But, you know, I've done a few shirts without doing them. So, oh my gosh, this shirt is like so soft. Yeah, I know, like they were saying tomorrow that Anago, we could get like 38 degrees. And I'm like, this is such weird weather for the end of December. Okay, so I just need to move this stuff just a little bit. I really don't want to mess this up by accidentally getting ink on here. Yeah, back in the day when I used to do a ton of shirts before we had all this cool paint, when I would use like puff paint and stuff like that, they always said to wash first because they put sizing on shirts to make them stay nicer when you fold them and everything, like for the stores and stuff. So I'm going to try and get this somewhat in here straight. So like my pillowcases and everything like that, those were all washed. But I saw this shirt and I wanted to do it too. We're going to pull this down just a little bit. Pull that out. And now we're going to make sure that the shirt, a lot of times I will put one of our envelopes in here that we get like our transfers in, because that helps to make sure that you're not stretching your shirt, that it is just hanging on there right. Yeah, so back in the days, they always told us to, I'm not saying chalk, I'm just saying, I need to push you guys a little bit. That they always suggested washing first. So now we're going to find some more snowflakes. We're going to put this one, and I kind of don't want it like centered, but I want to do it off-centered and then add another one. And we're just going to press it down, make sure there's no air bubbles. Always start from the inside and go out. And then we're going to start with the darker purple in, and then we're just going to do like the white as we come out, and just that smidge touch of that blue. So that's how much we're going to start. You go to Lori's Crafts behind Fleet Farm and get Like up here in Anago's Fleet Farm, or down by you, do you have a Fleet Farm? I get a lot of my shirts from Walmart because I'm getting shirts that I will wear. And then I also get them from like Jiffy. But I like to be able to feel the shirts because I have got shirts before that were supposed to be like super soft. And then you get them and they are so rough that I don't like that. So we're just going to blend these colors as we pull it out. And if you need to, go back in, like over here, I need to add some more little white. Oh, and Anago. I didn't know there was a place back there. I know there's that, oh, what the heck is that called? The Minnow and Shark or something like that. But that's like a year-round craft fair set up. They have like all finished items. But they have someone who does stuff similar to what I do, like wall decor and that. So I couldn't put my stuff in their store. No, I need to just wipe my hands again. And then, oh my God, look at that one. I want this one down this way too. That is why I did not want that one right smack in the center. And I am just going to make sure no air bubbles. Now, because I use this all the time, I'm going to just clean it. Yeah, and I don't do any of that sublimation stuff because I don't know where I would put one of those machines in my house because my apartment is like super duper small. Like, yeah. Oh, the Shark and Minnow is owned by her. I'm going to take blue this time. And we're going to put the blue and then we're going to do the white. I didn't realize just to buy shirts from her. I didn't even ever like put two and two together about doing that. So I'm going to grab some of the white and I'm going to drag it through the blue. Yeah, Fleet Farm, I can actually hear the trucks pulling into Fleet Farm. A lot of times when they're loading and unloading, I can hear that in my apartment. If I wanted to, there's a back way that I could cut through and walk over to Holiday Inn and then I can see part of Fleet Farm from their back area from when I cut through by Holiday Inn there. Cleans the fingers one more time. You do a bit of everything. I used to do a bit of everything when I had a craft store, Like I used to cut my own wood and everything like that. But my bandsaw was ripped off. So that kind of eliminated me doing like the wood stuff that I used to do. And so now I just do that is starting to really get me. Carol, I'll have to see how Jason is doing, but that would be a lot of fun. Hang on, I gotta get rid of that. And I'm gonna have to go check his sugars because it's like, why is that machine keep going off that much? And his other sensor fell off tonight, right after he got out of the shower, so do I like trucks? Like, I wish I owned a truck. Did you need something? What you need? Did it fall off? Oh yeah, I tried to turn it off here. I'll come in just a minute. It's just saying you got high blood sugar. Yeah, so I'll give you some insulin in just a second. Oh, the restaurant right across there. Yeah, my sister and I used to, I thought you meant like trucks to drive or trucks to chalk, because I have a lot of trucks that I could chalk. My sister gave me some, and then I was going to do a workshop and that fell through. So I have a ton of trucks that I could chalk. I need to stop turning this. But this is going to have to be it, you guys, because I need to go see why his sensor won't shut up. Carol, send me a private message. Oh, Carol, get this. When I was in high school, my dream was to drive semi-truck. I called down to Sun Prairie and was told, because I'm only 5'2", that they would not enroll me in their truck driving school because I was too short. And I think that's really funny because I can't imagine driving truck nowadays. That's just not something that I could see doing. So I'm going to go through and add some more little ones. And, but here, let me turn this around so you guys can see this. Yeah, I always thought that would be fun to be a truck driver. Probably because at the time I used to watch BJ and the Bear, and I loved Smokey and the Bandit. This is my shirt. Thanks, you guys, for popping on here. Thanks for joining me and supporting me. Don't forget, if you guys have those designer dollars that Chuck sent you, use them up. Don't lose them. But you guys, thanks for being here. Don't forget, again, my name is LaDonna. This is Happy-go-Lowery's Creations. And I will chitty chat with you all tomorrow. Have a great day. And I hope you guys just have a wonderful rest of your weekend. You guys have a great night. Bye now.